All right.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
The updates on this conversation.
Um,
Being able to leave the house, check out something.
I made an appointment with the PCP, but it's not like soon
For noise outside.
because I'm gonna have to like get ready. I guess. I don't know. It's not even that. It's just um. It's not that I could like even ready myself for anything, so that's why I'm not like really, like really paranoid or panicking. It's just miserable to have people like stalking you.
It is. We cannot minimize every step. Is a step. They were small, setting up something great. Person, a doctor, a prescriber, a professional, a phone call, every single step of it. That's big.
I can barely hear you. I don't know if it's because my toilet is trickling
Okay,
or
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3,
it's
4.
just less loud than usual.
Interesting. Someone told me this
Now
coming
it's loud.
next week, and I wonder what's going on because like it's the same chapter that I just nothing changed. Like this setup is very stable. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Were you able to get out of the house this week or something?
It wasn't like for anything joyous.
When was the last time you did something joyous? What?
Oh my god. I don't know. Like, should I open up that can of worms? Because I feel like we've went there before. Like how I can sort of like I'm a simple person. I enjoy like simple things, but it's like every time I'm feeling good, it's I'm gonna get um like revenged on or something for being like feeling well and thinking like positive personal things, because the things that are positive to me, like I don't want to go into this because you're gonna like deny it and you're gonna say, oh, why is she like
No,
trying to
let's
theorize a conspiracy here. But
let's not try to think what I will say. Just say how it feels to you. Like what
like
was
if
the
I
last time?
accomplish something and it makes me seem like a decent sensible person, or like anything, like I feel like I'm gonna be like retaliated against, like I'm not supposed to be, like I'm supposed to be the sicko or something, and this is the reason why it's okay to hate me, you know and it's really stupid because I feel like I have enough um, people that probably think she's not really like sick, even she's just like an average woman, and but they still won't back me up. Like they won't say, "Oh, it's the FBI," But like there's more and more like strangers on Earth, and there's so many people that are just like shitty and FBI, and then there's people that are shitty and they're not, and they're sort of like also like if I rationalize something to them, and to them like their career is not on the line because they don't have a career. They're not FBI agents, but I rationalize it to them, and then they just don't rationalize this with me. I just go, wow, what kind of fucking like barnyard animal are you? Like you want a keeper, like you want to be always, um, you know, like sort of, you know, in wonder or like just in ignorance, and then there's those that don't even mind, like, oh, I'm being kept. Like, what do you like?
I wonder how we got here from the question of something toys. I'm really curious when the last time you guys made toys for yourself. Was it weird? Something.
I don't know. Should I really think about it? Because like sometimes I feel like I know you don't care, so why should I think about it while you're asking me? And then like I don't want to get too like
Well, why not? Is it something that long to think about? Or is it something that happened a while ago?
Because it's like a big word. Like joy is different from just sort of being like excited about something. Because I could get excited like about like I bought something. It really excites me. Like if I bought something, or like I cleaned something, or like I made like a box yesterday for my markers. It got me excited, and I thought, wow, I'm a genius.
Box for your cat?
No, for my markers. Um, I made a box, like a box from macaroni and cheese boxes for my markers. So because they're supposed to like lay flat on the table, and I thought I was a genius. I'm like, they don't have this on YouTube. And then I thought it's also like because everything is like monetized. So sometimes people don't like publicate like really simple like things, like DIY things, because nobody like backs them financially, because it's not, you know, it's I don't know. I thought that too for a minute, but I was actually thinking that like, wow, like if my life was like different, like why couldn't I do like half these people like on this internet are like sort of just doing like lame things, like they're like shopping and they're showing people like stupid hacks and whatever, and I'm sure those people live well, you know. And I just thought that for a minute, like, am I not like all right like that? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, DIY so like crafts. Is it something? Was it ever something? Because this can be, Joris, you're right, it's a big word. I probably want to understand that what brings you some not positive feelings, but what entertains
Not this week. Like this week, I haven't had positive feelings. Sorry, I was just thinking about that. What entertains me and stuff. Thanks for saying that. But like like there's people that are dying and they're like close to my age, right? And like celebs and stuff. And I'm like, what? Ew, you know? So, you were asking me if I felt something joyous. Not this week, I didn't really feel like joyous. But you said that, like, what entertains me? I don't know. Sometimes, like, I don't know. Like, I got, I don't know. When I hear, like, good news for, like, news, like, good news. um, then it feels good, you know. Like I mean, like I told you, I like that when they uncovered that fraud in Minnesota. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was wow. That was like really good.
Well, that's something you know outside. I'm trying to understand more what's that about you. Say, for example, trying to quick fix and organize your space. That sounds like an answer. That sounds like something you need to like highlighting your day. Because the news and other outside factors, I'm not considering that.
But it's all sort of like tied in because you know, because I feel this big pressure from like the outside world on my simple life, you know, and it gets in my daily like habits and my daily tasks that it sort of sucks the joy out of it. Like it just, you know, like I I feel like I guess I get like excited, right, for a minute and then like sometimes I even feel like a fuck you, like excuse my language, but like a big, you know, like a stick it to the man from like my little like macaroni box or something. But it's like stupid because you know, and I think, oh, well, look at these like, you know, a-holes that are like, you know, they're sitting around making money, like harassing me, you know. Um, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I have a hard time believing, first of all, that you care. I I like talking about myself, you know. So that's where you get me. Like, you know, I like talking about myself, and I'm just gonna talk. So
You know, a lot of people find the most pleasant sound is the sound of their own name. So in a way, we all like to talk about ourselves. The therapy session is the right place. Is the
yeah, I mean, I think like everybody likes talking about themselves, sort of. But then like you know, like it's sort of like there's a permanence to it once you like define yourself or you say something out loud about yourself, or if you say something stupid and then you're like, oh wait,
well,
I
think
take
of
it
it
back.
this way: in what other circumstances you can really truly talk about yourself?
I could just I could talk about myself. I don't know how it's really gonna like do anything, you know. It's not gonna do anything. It's just that I sort of, you know, I have to talk and it's we have like another 15 minutes, so what am I gonna talk about?
No, but do you ever, during the day, during the week, do you ever talk about things like to asking yourself, what do I really like? What brings me joy again, as you said, is a big word. What gives you peace? What calms you? What you like doing? It's like, you know, some people, they like washing potatoes, some people like cooking potatoes. And it's such a simple thing,
I
but
love
it's,
peeling potatoes. You know why? Because like the other things that I could say I like enjoy doing, I feel like I'm being watched, and then people that are trying to define me as like unintelligent or like a total loser, like they're gonna hate me if I actually find accomplishment in it, and like my other hobbies, like if I'm drawing or like even if I'm trying to finish a book, like I couldn't finish a book that I planned on finishing it in like a week, and now it's like week 3 and I'm still stuck on it because
that's another one. Feeling of accomplishment when you like finishing something. I tend to read books, say, when I'm having a vacation, which is like once a year. And I never finish those books. I have at least three that started and they are not finished because I just don't have time for that. And I will do something else. Yeah, I get that. I get that part.
but like okay, it's not maybe not even like finishing a book, but anytime, but yeah, I get that too, and it's not like I have a hard time finishing like other tasks that are more pressing, like peeling potatoes, because I know that like my son will eat them, and there's like nothing that they could say, you know. And also, I don't know how jealous they get when I'm peeling potatoes, and what kind of tricks, like, you know, the FBI could pull with that. It's a potato. You know, it's like there's nothing you could do about it. So like stuff it. You know, like people eat food and you can't deny them that. But then, you know, if you get to thinking about it, like people live in privacy and you can't deny them that. But I don't, and it's sort of like it gets to me, you know. You know, it's always like, you know, I'm like waging war, and it's like it shouldn't be that hard, because like say like I set a goal for myself, and the goal in of itself is already a difficult goal. It's like some challenge, right? And then on top of that, there FBI agents that don't want me to accomplish this. So now I have to like double duty these things. Like I have to fight with all my might, and people get tired of just fighting and stuff, you know. And it's just it's also like,
So that is the motive of your day every day. You see how interesting. You started off talking a little bit about yourself, and you came back to how you like this thread all the time. So is it difficult to say just hello,
oh,
Moto?
can you hold on a second? I think it's like a food delivery. Hello, do you want me to open the door? Okay, thank you. Is this still, it's still on, right? Thank you. Uh-oh.
okay, you're back.
I'm back.
We were talking about that. I highlighted how you could describe it more routines or something that gives you ease or something about yourself to get this insight. And then those events are bringing you back to reality that you know is incredibly under surveillance. And so that is like you find it difficult to
I find it difficult to connect with people too, because like I know they have hidden agendas, you know, and it's like even if they're good people, I know that they have like hidden agendas, or they're like not being entirely honest with me, like no matter what, you know. And it's almost like I'm only allowed to communicate with like dishonest people, like people that aren't going to be honest with me, or people that I don't know what's with them, that, you know, like they're not, you know, just registering it. Like they've been like scared into corners themselves or whatnot. I don't know, and it's like the immediate my immediate surroundings. Like sometimes I have a hard time like having like sort of like faith in like all these like it just seems like a bunch of like noise to me, the way everybody interacts because of this, because I know that they are doing this. So it's they're not like they're not gonna just stop, and then like there's people that approach me like I'm the bad guy because I'm trying to stop them, because this was their way, this is how they feed their children, these people that are stalking me. And they just don't understand that it's wrong, so like it I actually was dwelling on this thought when you asked me for a long time how somehow my joy has gotten like entwined with the idea of like revenge, like actually getting like a lawyer, and actually getting like an investigator for me, and it's really because I can't really, like I really can't even find like joy in like my personal accomplishments, because like I'm drawing something, I know I'm being watched, you know and I know that there's going to be a cap to like how well it's done. That's one, but that sort of stuff is vague, because who's the judge here, me or these other people? Because I don't, you know because like if I'm drawing on my tablet, you can't say that if it's FBI they can't see what I'm doing on my tablet. They see what you're doing on your phone, they see what you're doing on your computer. And I had this happen to me before, and even if I'm doing like really good, they'll plateau me at some level. They'll like hack some little minor thing, and it'll just put a stop to whatever it is that I'm doing, you know and it's like it's totalitarian of them. And it's sad because I have a little kid with me. What if he wants to do things with a computer, with Wi-Fi? Like, why are you so interested? We're not fucking terrorists.
What is the proof that you being watched constantly? Like, how do you know that, say, when you do something for yourself, when you, I don't know, if you, for example, if you're a writer, I'm just thinking about it, like, they know what you do, and if it's
With the
not,
computer, I could tell you right now, I had a ridiculous incident, like when something happened and there was like the stuff that was being written on my screen, like in my URL, which nobody's doing anything on my computer. We're not programmers. We don't know how to do these tricks. It was saying like ridiculous stuff that wasn't like an address. It was just weird, like ridiculous stuff. And it was at the same time when I couldn't have like any of my orders processed. Um, my phone also, but I thought it was maybe even this company just, I don't know why they kept shutting it off when I really needed it and stuff. Now they're not doing it. And like I had to talk to people, and I think sometimes like these people, they sort of like this gives me joy. They sort of put pressure on each other because it's like we're having like this chaotic world, like in technology and stuff, where like it's almost like everyone's like stealing something, information wise. And sometimes they put pressure on each other. They go like, oh, I noticed you, stop doing that. So I talked to this other lady about my phone being shut off, and she told me it might be because like I had like two applications in or whatever. But I felt like maybe she put pressure on this company to turn my phone back on. I don't even know, because like somebody else noticed what they were doing, which is just shutting my phone off. And every time I called them about it, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting because I have to finish. I would get the same like two people on the line. And that's just uncanny for a company to only have two people working. They set it up for only these two people to deal with me, you know? And What else was I gonna say? Outside is just ridiculous. Like the police, if they took interest on my behalf, the behalf of the civilian, they would notice that these people are stalking me. It's just that they're either scared or they don't have game in this. Like they don't want to. They don't care. They'd rather help FBI because they think that, oh, these are all like really good people. They're FBI agents. They're um, gonna uphold like the law themselves, and they're better than like the average citizen, and like if this person's being stalked for so long, it must be because there's some sort of like dirty person or whatever. Meantime, like I I've gotten used to their mentality, and like I do sort of find solace in like the commercial internet where they sort of acknowledge like my hobbies and things that I like, because I'm not like uh, a dirty person. I'm just a little strange, you know. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Like,
No, no, I was just when you said this part about watching. Is it interfering with your daily anything? Say when you need to make a call, how difficult it is for you to decide, right, what am I going to say right now? Because I know probably
as far as like business, they're so business. Like, why would that bother me? As far as like, um, I mean, it bothers me because it bothers me, but I would get it done, you know. But as far as like personal relationships, I don't even have anyone, that I could like really care about, and I don't have any sort of see, this is my mentality. I don't have any sort of dark secrets that the FBI should be interested in. It's just that it's like I don't have anything personal, and it's eating away at me, because people have personal feelings, and it's sort of taking me all my strength to hold on to not let them destroy my life, because I do have to fight like stupid things like they hacked my phone or they hacked my account or they're gonna follow me on the street today. How do I make sure they're not, like gonna get in my way?
it's challenging. I can only know. That is why I think it's so important to create a space where you still you, where it's not like it's the battle, the circumstances, but to remind yourself that you still can do some crafts and art sometimes, that you are still a person who can do something important.
The problem is that like when I try to do something real to change this, because it's miserable, and I do get sick way more often than I should, and I it's debilitating when I try to get something real done. The people that are like in my life, they're not with it. Like when I try to get like an investigation or like an acknowledgement, and I think like I'm sitting here talking to you, I think you wouldn't like that either, because you know that's not gonna that's not gonna work out for you, but I don't know, sometimes it's also like it's isn't it like say I was involved with some shit, I'd rather be involved at some superficial level, and I didn't plan on saying that. It's just that's you know so that's also like why people just like try to come and go in my life, but I guess I don't know. I mean, should I be grateful for like who I do have in my life or not? I don't even know that, because like um even when I'm grateful, it's also like it's not like fun, people. It's not like friends you're supposed to have fun with, you know? It's like maybe these people just like feel the same way, like they stepped in dog shit and they just can't wash their shoe, you know?
I hear that it's difficult to separate, that there is also your life that is bigger than those moments.
Well, maybe they're here for Patrick, not for me.
Well, do you think so?
Well, because they have a conscience, and they're here for Patrick. Because they don't want to, like, they don't want to leave him. They want to be friends with him. They want to care, and maybe they believe me, like, about the FBI. They're just not, they're just treating me like dumb dog, because that's how I feel sometimes. I don't have like, you know, I don't have their itinerary. I don't have their devices. How would I know what they're planning? Or what I don't even know what you're planning. Like you go treatment plan, and my heart just goes, you know, and it's
How soon your heart goes like this?
well, I just calmed down about like seeing this doctor for a minute too, because I'm like, it's not like today, and I always have to go through it with myself that um I don't have a choice. This is the thing that I'm doing, because like otherwise, like, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm gonna go rummage people's trash cans or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do. Um, I just, because I feel like gross, like ill, like
Grossed out by them.
by everything, by my life. My life is just so gross. Like it's like okay, and then I don't know if you were laughing at me. Like, are you laughing at me that like I'm peeling potato? Not really, right? Because it's also like a new thing to be sort of like you know,
No, I don't think there's anything
like,
to
oh, peeling potato.
laugh about. Like, interesting, you see. So when we talk about something personal, there is a moment of opening, a moment of sharing your true self. Then I can sense that you're second guessing it. Why are you laughing at me? Are you thinking something negative? Are you thinking that's like? It's interesting how the brain works. Do you notice?
No, because sometimes I think like, wow, but she's like going shopping on sales or something, and I'm peeling a potato. Is she laughing at me? And then I'm like, sometimes I'm like, oh wait, till I don't know, because like, I also don't want to piss you off, but what if like, oh my god, like what if next year I'm like flying to like Paris or something, and you're peeling a potato, because I also think like, wow, these people offended me in such a basic civil rights way. What if somebody does go, oh, let's do this, let's sue them or something, or get rid of them, or let's make her an FBI agent instead for uncovering this, and it's it like flips the switch, but then at the same time, it's all hanging by such a thread that it makes me super fucking nervous, because then these people must have like an immense, like, driven enmity towards me if I'm sitting here thinking that I'm gonna sue them, and they're hearing my thoughts. That's like what's fucked up about this situation. And I just really didn't want to step in this shit, excuse the analogy. I really just didn't want this shit on my shoe at all. Like, I really do enjoy peeling potatoes, and I really don't mind like just like hanging out with my kid or playing video games or something,
To me, that's where I would try to pay more attention to the second guessing, the second thought. It's alright for us in this space to talk just about you, not about you in the context of making decisions. not about you, the context of what we're discussing here is everything about dating. I would like to hear more of that stuff. And honestly, the potato comment it was just a comment, it was something I thought. See how, I don't know, I find joy to be long. I know that some people get long. I enjoy that. I love the clean smell. I love the
Yeah.
those the either it's socks or t-shirts. I just like it. Sometimes and it's different from just applying some softeners or some sprays. It's like the fresh stuff. I enjoy it. There is no subtext, context in that. It's just that's something about people. Some people don't care. Some people actually live in messy apartments. Well, to my standards, messy, but to them, it's okay. We are all very different. Those are the differences I'm trying to learn, know, or have conversation. That's all. That's all that is.
I kind of believe you, because I don't know, it's sort of like what we what I said last time, that it's like so dog eat dog. It's almost like, okay, I kind of understand, but I don't, because I wouldn't do it. And also, like, why can't they just not like do this anymore? Why can't they just stop? You know, like certain things are like actually like horrible. Like I know somebody's poisoning my food. I know they are, and I save those cans. And I don't know in the future what's gonna happen to them, but for now they're sitting in my pantry, in like a special part of my pantry that I put like a lock on, because I don't want people accidentally eating them, you know. But like I would swear on my life that this was, you know, this was like not like a regular product, that somebody messed with it to hurt someone. Oh, I cannot hear you.
I said I hope not. I hope this is not.
Can I go now? Because I think it's
Oh, yes, of course. Of course. Thank you for today. Talk next week.
talk next week.